자, 빨리 이거 타고 넘어가자. 반대쪽인가? 아, 만물의 어머니 지나가요. 아, 깜짝아. 오, 열봐. 어디 아이! 돌아갈. 야, 이 시작부터 너네 너무한 거 아니야? 아이고.
This is Hades' future. Metal and ash.
저장해놓고 강제 소환. 너무 편해. 가자. 강제 소환은 스트라이더밖에 안 나오나? 좀 강력하네. 나와주면 죽을 텐데. 꼬진 애들밖에 안 나오네. 노라 족장인가? 아예, 아예 저기구나. 무시. 만물의 어머니. 악마의 주시. 만물의 어머니로. 아, 나 이제 회피 배웠지? 이게 무슨 회피냐? 조용히 달리기. 회피의 달인. 동그라미를 길게 누르면 길게 회피, 짧게 회피. 여기 들어가야 되나 보네. 탈 것이 이 위치로는 들어갈 수 없습니다. 내려. 아이고. 야. 야. 인간도 왔네. 너무 많다. 무시하고 들어가야겠다. 너무 많아. 내가 보라살 아니었어? 우와. 톡톡톡. 아, 너무 많아. 왜 이렇게 많아? 화살을 카드 이걸로 3발 걸고 이쪽으로 온다. 또 온다. 하나씩 온다. 뭐야, 또 있어? 이거 정면에 빨리 들어가야겠다. 슉! 포션이 있을 거야, 인간들한테서는. 인간들한테는 포션이 있을 거야. 포션 좀 줘봐. 그렇지, 포션 나와야지. 이게 무슨 기계소일까? 소리가 계속 들리는데.
Never know when I might need these.
아니, 3개 걸고 거리가 멀어서 반응은 안 하네. 사람이다. 야, 잘 굴러. 중앙인가? 슉! 슉! 너무 어려워. 포션 재료랑 펠 재료도 조금 챙겨가야 될 것 같아. 요철먹. 네, 요철먹은 많아. 괜찮아. 돌백? 오염된 썬더조. 썬더조가 있구나.
More eclipse. It's erupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. And I'll never reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
썬더조를 아래로 끌어내리자. 썬더조를 이쪽으로 끌어내리고
They won't see it coming.
Now this machine rages! When their nest cracks open,
지난번
we'll send in
잡을
the
때도
demons
뭐
to finish
이렇게
the job!
했었으니까.
Who, me?
와라. 아니 왜 컷신으로 넘어가?
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
내가 다 준비해놨는데.
For the
For our mother!
Varl.
아니
And Sona. They're still alive.
Fall before the shadow!
내가 준비해놓은 거 어떻게 된 거야?
Destroy it!
May the goddess remember!
아이고. 저 위에 쏴야 돼,
The
위에.
corruption will not take hold!
얘는 머리보다는 이거 쏴줘야 돼.
Bring down the demon!
아이고 죽어버렸다. 다시 썬더조 그러니까 컷신 이후 거기서부터 다시 시작이겠지?
Fate set the stake! You will die!
노랭이 포션이 없구나.
Strike it down!
Back to the tainted earth, demon! The corruption will not take hold!
꼭대기. 그렇지.
the goddess remember!
이게 껍질 벗겨내는 건가 보구나.
Faithless and forsaken will die!
야, 헐 벗는다, 헐 벗어.
Back to the tainted earth, demon!
야이! 야이 멍청한 놈아.
The corruption will not take hold!
앞에 막지마. 바로 막지마.
Faithless and forsaken, you will die! May the goddess remember!
이 화살은 뭐지?
Track it down!
제작 화살? 아니 재료 화살? 아니 수집 화살.
The corruption will not take hold!
Bring down the demon!
Back to the tainted earth, demon!
불화살이 없나 보다.
May the
아,
goddess
화살 고르기 힘들어.
Faithless and forsaken, you will die! It's lost! We
아이고.
did it! We did it! Aloy did it!
야, 저 바깥에
We only helped.
만들어 놓은 내 하함정들 너무 불쌍해서 어떡해.
Aloy,
You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you
아니야.
all right, Varl.
너네가 도와줘서 그런 거야.
You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle.
너네가
Varl.
많이 도와줘서 좋아진 거야.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
일식단.
Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming.
네,
Said that beside them
이거는
marched death
헬리스로부터
bringers
다
and
들은
corruptors
거니까.
and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with
그래도
clouds of arrows,
상황을 한 번 더
Some
브리핑
fell.
갖는 게 낫겠지.
but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
피난?
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety.
확실히 티어사가 깨어있는 여족장 중 한 명인 것 같아.
But I don't think anyone heard of
비밀도 좀 알고 있는 것 같고.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here.
나중에 얘기해.
I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure. But I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
프로젝트 제로던 가이어와 나머지 관련해서 그거를 알기 위해서 온 거니까. 파밍해놓고 다 파밍하고 가자. 킬러조. 아니 킬러조랜다. 썬더조. 킬러조는 아니잖아. 킬러조 말고 썬더조. 썬더조. 러니씨. 요 제목도 조금 뜯어가고. 화살을 많이 쓰니까 금방 떨어질 거야. 원반 발사기. 이건 뭐지? 원반 발사기.
That'll help.
깐진하네. 원반 발사기. 이제 먹을 건 다 먹었나? 상인 아저씨 한번 보고 올까? 됐다. 이동하자. 이게 테어 블래스트 이게 갑바 같은 거를 다 띄어내주네. 효과가 좋다. 이게 갑바 뚫는 용이고 이건 딜. 얘는 둘 다 중간. 얘도 갑바 뚫는 거네. 갑바 뚫는 거였어. 개조. 호호. 일단은 들어가. 여 족장님, 티어싸 족장님.
Easy, easy.
시커가 돌아왔어요.
You've returned.
탭 어딨어?
Teb?
탭?
It's Aloy!
You've come back. The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
기다려봐.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
탭 어딨어?
I knew
Her
you would
very
survive.
presence here is a blasphemy.
탭! 탭! 아니 탭 어디 갔어? 어디서 탭 얘기하는 거였지? 대장이잖아.
You.
Hello, Resh. Still guarding the latrine?
여기 대장님. 탭 어디 갔지? 탭!
The battle was lost
족장님,
until
대족장.
you came.
Aloy, remember us?
Rana and Thok, of course.
너네
I brought
누구야?
Mother's spear with us. Everything else we had to leave behind.
Glad to see you have it. I know what it means to you.
아니 탭 어디 갔어? 탭! 탭 여기 요건가?
There. The fighting. It stopped?
아 여기 있구나.
I'm glad to see you.
Your injuries. Are they serious?
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and
야
thread.
그럼 장비 좀
This
손봐줄래?
beam stitcher came in handy in combat after all.
업그레이드 하고 싶은데.
Yes, I suppose it did. Have you traveled far? As a seeker?
You wouldn't believe the things I've seen, Teb.
I knew you'd come back for us.
지금 다쳐가지고 안 되나 보다.
So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
뭐 그런 셈이지.
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
이 사람들도 자기 자신의 그 탄생의 배경을 알게 되면은 놀라겠다. 무시하고 입구로 들어간다. 당신은 절 막지 못해요. 란스라나 두려움을 버리거라. 이것은 그저 가이아의 뜻대로 진행되는 것일 뿐.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan.
스캔.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
이들에게 진실을 보여주겠지? 가이아의 진실. 가이아가 왜 하데스도 같이 만들었을지. 그리고 가이아는 어디서 생산이 됐을지. 엘레우시 하면은 그거 아니야.
I see you're inside.
그
Figured I might be hearing from you.
종자들 모아놔서 이제 배양시키는데
I never stopped.
그쪽인 것 같은데?
So this is Aletheia. This
맞네.
is where I was born.
종자들 이제 씨앗들 배양시키는데.
So these are... So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why?
잉태 챔버 이런 데서 태어난 거야? 야 이게 인간의 말로였구나. 소름 돋아.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother.
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
허허.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
그러면은 그거잖아. 에일로이가 이제 태어나기 전에 이전 사람들이 있었을 거고, 그 사람들은 이제 기계와 같이 살면서 8호 지금의 이제 철의 악마들, 걔네들이 이제 지배하고 있는 세상에서 나가지 못한 거였지.
It wouldn't open for them.
For identity scan.
Of course they hated it.
그러니까 이제 밖에 나가고 싶은 열망,
You are clear to proceed.
그게 있는데 이제
Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
밖에 처리가 다 안 된 거니까 기계들은 못 나가게 하려고, 사람 지키려고. 근데 사람들은 밖에 나가고 싶어 하는 거고. 그 차이 때문에 막 싸웠나 보다. 하긴 그럴 거야.
So, what was this place exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
아폴로가 지식의 창고였나? 외고 있다.
Hello, child.
Welcome, students.
My name is
Please
Samir.
pick up a focus device
Today is a
and
big
place
day.
it on the side
Your
of your
first
head,
day of school.
just behind your eyes.
There's so much for you to learn, so much promise and possibility.
And here sat a trove,
Malfunction.
enriching no one.
Hollow offline.
Apollo offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix
Dr.
it.
Sobek.
But it's not
Please
where I
get
came.
message with focus.
Of course.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
가이아의 마지막 부탁.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While
그럼
this is
하데스가
a
자발적으로
desperate course of action will
아니면은
avert the
외부의
immediate
자극에
crisis,
의해서
the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life
지금 이걸 보고 있다는 거는 실패까지는 아니지.
No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could
조건이
hear your
조금 많이
voice again.
따라붙네.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
결국엔 내가 구원자잖아, 구원자.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine.
모든 현재 인류가 다 기계로부터 태어난 거야.
And fire.
어떡하겠어.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Immediately announced. Route 1 access unsealed.
요거 잡으면 되나? 아, 올라가야 되나 보다. 호이, 호이.
This is going to be interesting.
내가 돌아왔다.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive. The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it.
혼란스럽다. 혼란스러워.
Try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Nora! Make way for
Make
Aloy!
way, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
그러면 부족 노라족 쪽 애들을 메리디언으로 보내고 그러면은 황금왕을 또 다시 만나서 맨 마지막에는 애들을 다 규합해가지고 전쟁하려나?
She will lead us on All Mother's path.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
근데 에일론이는 그렇게 생각 안
Really
한다고.
not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous.
엄마 없는
To kill a
기계가
metal devil
나와준
sounds
이렇게 생각을
impossible,
하는
but
거잖아.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Most 노라.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
말해줘요.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by
주방자가
choice.
되기로 스스로 선택한 거라고?
What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village,
어서 오세요.
near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter
마이크
was among
거리를
those taken
조금
hostage.
조절해가지고 에코 안 들릴 거예요.
What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite
아마 마이크
impossible.
거리가 문제였을 거야.
We outnumbered them, but every time a brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
로스트의 딸은 어떻게 됐나요?
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed.
Rost was one of the braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
아이고, 그 6살짜리 애기도 그러면
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He
비밀 의식?
begged to be made a death seeker.
죽음 추구자? 죽음 추구자는 또 뭐야?
A death seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here
그러니까
with All
깨끗한 시절의
Mother.
호는 이미
He gathered the bodies of the
그
slain and
가이아한테
returned
보낸
them.
거고
And then
이제
he
육체만
set
남아서
out in pursuit,
복수만
not as an
하는 거
exile,
그런 거구만.
but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes, a full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged
그
him to our
사냥꾼은
side.
누구려나?
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
설마 레시?
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even into the Forbidden West. The last he killed
여기서
nearly
포비든
got the best of
웨스트가
him.
조금 등장을 하는구나.
He stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
그러면은 여기서 지금 등장하는 포빗 로스트가 그 12명의 살인자들을 잡기 위해서 포비든 웨스트에 갔다고 나오는데 이 포비든 웨스트가 이 후속작인 호라이즌 포비든 웨스트에 나오는 그쪽 무대가 되는 건가? 그러면은 로스트가 만약에 그렇다고 치면은 로스트가 그 죽였다던 그 12명의 그 살인자들 걔네 이제 중에 한 명의 가족들이거나 아니면은 죽이지 못하는데 이제 로스트가 죽였다고 이제 생각을 하고 돌아온 거겠지. 뭐 그런 거 관련해서 이야기가 풀어질 수도 있겠구나 라고 뇌지컬적으로 일단 생각해 봅니다.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not
가이아
let you be raised
속에서
by the
이제
tribe.
태어난
And so we turned to Rost.
그 뭐냐
I knew that he would take care.
사람들 몸속에서 태어난 아이고 가이아
Teach you
몸속에서
to worship all
태어났으니까
mother and respect the ways of the
가이아도 이제
tribe.
기계니까 무서워했겠지.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the
현재
course of
시점에서
events has shown the
가이아는
wisdom of our
그
choice.
기계예요, 기계. 인공지능.
And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you,
인류의 최후의 보루.
he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story.
하데스도 기계고 가이아의 한쪽 면이야. 하데스가.
It's time for me to move on.
네, 하데스가 모종의
I
사건으로
thank you for doing what you could to help me
가이아를
through the
벗어난
years,
거지.
and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
그래서 가이아가
Thank you,
자신의
Aloy.
창조주였던 닥터
I will pray
소백을
for you.
Okay.
지금
I guess it
시대에
can't hurt.
이제 에일로이로 환생을 시켜준 거야. 그 새로 이제 배양을 시켜낸 거야. 하데스를 막아주기 위해서.
Anointed. I misread the signs. Forgive.
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
지혜자인가?
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
There's still corruption loose in the world, but it will be cleansed. The Anointed will see to that.
I will lead a war party to Meridian.
그래 빨리 가서 대기하고 있어.
How did you do that?
Shush her, Lana.
No one had ever
She's
entered
the
the mountain before. She is the Anointed.
Aloy. I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know.
가서 기다려.
Maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain.
No. At least, not yet. I don't know. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right.
아니 싫어하진 않았어.
I'll be on my way then.
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Perhaps.
그 발을 말고
So was it.
초반에 죽은
See
바스트.
you in Meridian.
걔가 싫어했었지. 레시. 네가 로스트 아저씨 구해준 사냥꾼 아닐까?
The tribe I served is gone. Soon I will be too.
The Nora have lost too many, Resh. But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
아직도 적대적이야.
The goddess, they could not break us. Aloy, did you go inside the mountain?
You saw what happened.
Actually, can't see so well down here on the ground.
The killers will be forgotten by the goddess. None of their deeds will live on in her memory.
쓰라린 계곡으로 가기.
She can do anything, even destroy the corruption.
Easier when I was a kid.
쓰라린 계곡이 어디 있나? 이거 톨렉을 한번 타서 맵을 좀 밝히면서 가는 게 나을 것 같아 보이죠? 그러면은 상인도 볼 수 있는 데서 이제 가자. 아닌가? 그냥 가도 되려나? 여기서 이렇게 올라가서 톨렉을 본다. 아니면은 이쪽에서 바로 여기로 들어간다? 길이 있긴 있네. 가려져 있긴 한데 사륜안 쓰면은 다 보이긴 한다. 그렇게 확 가려져 있는 건 아니다. 그러면은 여기 상점도 보면서 갈 수 있는 장소로 해서 가자.
Glintock's attacking. I'd better see if I can help.
여기 왜 이렇게 난리가 났어? 난리가 났어. 정리를 좀 해놓고 해야겠는데? 계속 나오나 애들이? 됐나?
For the clay.
너네들이 마무리해라. 마무리를 할 수 있겠지. 팔면 엄청난 돈을 받을 수 있습니다. 100원밖에 안 주는데? 메탈범 팔고 그 다음에 에코쉘 금속 그릇은 필수고 다미지 의상 오세람 화살 파괴자 일단은 요거부터 하자. 의상 얘를 아니 이거 어떻게 했지? 이거를 의상개조 여기서 들어가서 하는 거구나. 근접 공격 저항, 감전 저항. 그럼 일단은 요거 하나만 끼워 넣자. 나머지는 끼를 만한 건 아니네. 판매. 무기에서도 다 껴놨고 포션 사갖고 가면 되겠다. 슬링 이게 괜찮았던 것 같은데 1,400원 광역 데미지라서 근데 요것도 끼고 싶단 말이지. 그림자 슬링 얘 하가자. 판매에 들어가서 1,400원 400원 1,400원짜리 자원 박스를 한번 깔까? 박스를 한번 까보자. $1,400원 만들어보자. 1,400원 벌어보자. $1,400원 될만한 게 뭐가 있을까? 예? 금속 그릇? 좀 아깝긴 한데 됐다. 그림자 폭발 슬링 이제 개조 무기 개조 데미지 냉동 데미지. 아이고, 아 이거 끼면 안 됐다. 이게 냉동 아니잖아. 얘가 폭발용인데? 아닌가? 이것도 포함되나? 점착 폭탄, 폭발 폭탄. 아이고 잘못 꽂았다 얘는. 아쉽네. 이대로 가지 뭐. 아쉬워도 뭐 어쩌나. 온도 좀 필요하네.
What made these Clintops? I better speak to whoever's in
카드가
charge.
없어가지고 이거 화살 못 만들 수도 있겠다. 그럼 분해를 해야겠네. 만약에 없을 경우에는 따로 분해를 해서 놔야
Let's go.
된다. 가자. 계곡 가자, 계곡. 아래 내려가서 좌회전. 이쪽이지. 이쪽으로 들어가야 돼. 모닥불 발견. 트램플러. 얘는 좀 잡아야 조금만 잡자.
No turning back.
한약이 없네. 아이고. 한약이 없어. 꿀러를 꿀. 아이고. 한약이 있어용. 파밍하고 여기 남은 걸로 이제 화살 만들면 되겠다. 샷. 요 정도면은 한 타임 돌릴 때까지 충분히 싸우겠지? 아, 이래도 모자라네. 그러면은 여기서 자원에서 좀 갈자. 분해하기. 자원에서도 분해할 만한 게 있나? 됐다. 이 정도면은 활은 충분할 거야, 만드는데. 가자. 이제 사냥 자신이 있는 듯. 어떻게 돌아가는 조금만 알겠어. 토끼 컷! 이제 조금 알겠다. 어딨니? 그 썬더족과 지나가는 썬더족. 여기서 위쪽으로 이 계곡 따라 올라가나? 여기서 이 계곡 따라 올라갔다. 요거 따라 올라갔다. 양갈래길인데?
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
이쪽이 아니고?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
어느 쪽에서 올라가야 되나? 좀 더 내려가서 근처에는 뭐 없고 올라가는 길이 이쪽인데? 얘를 놓고 가야 되나 보다. 그렇겠지? 길이 여긴데 뭐 잡고 올라갈 만한 게 있나? 아 여기 있다. 손잡이 여기 있다. 아! 여기가 아닌가벼. 어우 시끄럽네. 저기가 아닌가벼. 그러면은 여기까지는 맞는데 이 위를 잡고 올라간다? 그치, 이렇게 잡고 올라가겠지. 요 위로 올라간다? 아 여기 옆에 손잡이 같은 게 있는데? 요건가? 아하. 그 다음에 위로 올라간다.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
이야, 이건 진짜 좋다. 무시하고 직진? 오, 왜 이렇게 세? 잠깐만, 길이? 길이 여기가 아닌가? 올라가야 되나? 올라가는 거구만. 내가 왔던 길인 것 같은데? 얘네네 다 따야 되나? 아니면 숨겨진 길이 있나? 이렇게 돌아가는 거 아닌 것 같은데. 조용히 지나가는 것 같은데. 아니면은 레벨업을 한바탕 하고 할까? 여기서 올라가서 올라가서 아까 어떻게 왔더라? 위로 올라왔었지?
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
여기 잡는 데가 있었어. 벽면 잡고 올라가는 데가 있었는데? 아까 이쪽 아니었나?
Now they're hunting me.
아이고. 잠깐만. 아이고. 어딨어? 어디서 공격하는 거야? 어딨니? 우와. 정리됐나? 아유, 힘들다 힘들어. 돈 때문에 어쩔 수 없이 했어. 돈 때문에 어쩔 수 없이 했어. 됐나? 저기 올라가기. 여기. 올라갔어. 이거 잡는 게 아닌가? 올라왔어. 잡아야지. 이거 타고 이게 잡고 이쪽으로 가는 거구나.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
닭대가리. 야야야야야. 어우, 힘들어. 근데 이렇게 꾸준히 잡으니까 레벨 뛰기는 편하네. 금방금방 올라가는 것 같다. 다음은 어디냐? 아이고 아이고, 아이 포션 안 빨아도 됐는데. 일로와. 여기도 또 이렇게 올라가야 되는 건가? 오르막인가? 저기인 것 같은데 올라가는 방법이 잡아! 올라가자! 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 대가리?
Oh boy. Guessing that I'm almost there.
Correct.
잠깐만, 어딨어. 안 보여! 박대가리야, 안 보여! 아이고. 아이고. 약점을 좀 봐야 되는데? 약점 따위 없나? 그냥 쏴주면 되나? 아! 일단은 갑발을 다 벗겨먹어. 오, 터진다. 어이구. 이제 몸통 쏘면 될 것 같아. 됐다. 걸어. 화살 3개까지 걸어. 아, 이거 놓치면 안 되는데. 아이고. 오이. 으아, 으아. 오. 아, 무빙샷 했잖아. 어딨어? 아이! 아니, 에임이 실화야? 에임이 실화냐고. 내 에임 실화야. 아이고, 진짜 에임 실화냐. 너무한다. 너는 보내줘야겠다 이제. 미안해. 더 좋은 주인 만나. 포션 파밍을 조금 해놓고 가자. 새로운 놈 나와라. 체력 포션 주지, 감전 포션 말고. 맞다.
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
사일렌스가
To a point.
만들어준 길은 죽음으로 가는 길인데. 이거
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
3포인트 3개. 포인트 3개. 포인트가 3개라. 함정해제, 탄약 제작자 요거 하나 찍고 같은 양의 자원으로 더 많이 만듭니다. 12개씩 만드네 이제.
look down. Don't look down.
모닥돌 없나? 안 찍어도 되겠다. 컷시를 봐가지고.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
자, 그러면은 왜 여기 없을까? 일단은 너 왜 여기 없어?
I thought you might actually be here this time.
어디 있는 거야 지금?
Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
언제 여기
Looks
왔었어?
like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago,
19년 전에
a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death.
가이아의 죽음이자
The
엘로이의
echo could be
탄생.
heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
뭐
She
자가복구
said
프로그램 같은 게
any effort
있겠지.
to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur.
가이아 수리 전에
Rebuilding the
하데스를 먼저
terraforming system now might allow
파괴시켜라.
Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of.
그치, 뭐 가마솥
How they
들어가면은
fabricate
다
any
만들어야
technology
되니까.
necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you
마스터
will gain
강제
the power
전환
to defeat
장치.
Hades.
이걸 찾으면은 하데스를 없앨 수 있다. 오염정, 근접 냉동정, 오염정, 근접 저항을 하자. 냉동정 덤으로 해주고.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
기계가 많을 것 같다. 기계가 음악무시할 것 같아. 자, 어디 붙잡을 때가. 여기서 로프 타고 내려가는 거겠다. 뭔 소리야?
that's my way across.
저기가 어딘데? 저기가 어디야? 헤이후! 아유! 헤이후! 여기인가? 욕구 잡는데? 아이고. 여기 있다. 어? 나 여기서 떨어진 건데? 저 짝으로 넘어가야 되는데. 아, 여기로? 아, 낚였어. 낚였어. 이거 타고 가는 건 맞는 것 같은데.
Guess that's my way across.
이건 잡는 건 아니고.
Don't think Aloy.
미안해, 일로이. 내가 널 자꾸 사지로 내모는구나. 자, 그럼 생각을 해보자.
Guess that's my way across.
여기서 여기 올라가고, 여기 한 번만 올라가 볼래? 아, 잡는 데가 있구나.
It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
난간 잡고 옆에 있다. 저 못 잡나? 어이구.
This must have been where they lived. It's left out. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life...
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha... If things...
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years.
반도체를 이용한
Concern
장치이자
yourself with stopping Hades
충돌과
and
노출
extending
피해가
the future,
데이터가 심각하게
and you might
오염돼
live long enough to hear them.
위에 구멍 있나? 찾았다.
What is this?
뭐지? 하데스인가?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible.
틈새 벌린 놈 누구야?
Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside.
바깥쪽으로 나가면 죽는 거나
I'm now
다름없는데.
switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. What signed up for?
근데 누가 나가겠어?
All
자기가
of this
죽는
was
건데.
for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close.
아, 엘리자베스가 수리하러 직접 나왔구나.
It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm
이 빡빡머리 아저씨.
at letting things end, so,
설마 찰스 론슨이
Happy trails, Liz.
사일런스?
See you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
어떡해. 너네들이 엘리자베스 죽인 거야.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
너네들이 죽였다고.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it. You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek.
야, 이런 걸 듣는 에일로 입장에서는 뭔가 마음이 이상하겠다.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Aloy?
She's gone.
저들이 그녀를 사지로 몰아낸 거야, 이건.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
가이아 만들어내. 지구 정말 멈춰줘. 마지막도 이제 희생해줘.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Saying that shows you misunderstand her completely. To her, everyone had value. Everything was worth saving. She gave her life in service to that idea. Even after everything you've learned, you still don't get it. The simplest thing about her, and the most important.
No. She had a superior mind and a superior will. It wasn't about sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
자, 이동. 테드.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not tablet, Les. It's poison.
옆으로.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
근데 이 진동은 왜 자꾸 일어나는 거지? 진동 뭔가 있는 것 같아. 뭔가가 또 깨어나려고 하나?
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go
한 방이면
away.
모든 게 사라진다.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
요거 점프겠지? 엥? 여기가 아닌가? 아 여기네 여기. 에잉? 요거 아닌가? 여기 또 어떻게 온 거야? 여기가 아니고 저기서 올라가는 건가? 여기서 올라가는 건가 보다. 다 죽었어. 엘리자베스 2의 그 남아있던 사람들이었겠지.
When I opened the hatch,
가이아 프로젝트 하던
the air
사람들.
rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say.
너 아직도 그거 기계 관련해서 못 버린 거지?
See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before.
엘리자베스 없으니까 테드가 미쳐 날뛰는구만.
It's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone, all of it, every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Planting atmosphere.
오. 테이프가 또 있나? 남아있는 테이프 있니?
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones. evaporated, turned to dust,
먼지가 되어
scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
그러게 사일렌스 치고는 이름이 좀 말이 좀 많아. 투머치 토커야. 이제 이런 걸 준다는 거는 전투가 한번 또 이제 발생한다는 거겠지.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override.
이야, 이게 아니구나. 아이고, 미안해, 일로이. 엘로이가 기계보다 낙사로 더 많이 죽는 것 같아. 이 로프를 잡고 내려가야 되거든.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
아니면 옆에 잡을 게 있나? 옆에 있구만. 왜 이렇게 낚아 사람을? 체력 포션도 준다. 전투가 이 앞에 기다린다. 전투가 곧 눈앞에 있다.
I keep finding these power cells. What do they do?
내려갈 수 있지? 낙사하는 거 아니지? 잠깐만 여기가 아닌가? 위로 올라가라고 하는데. 그거 잡는 건가? 여기구만. 옆에.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
왜 갑자기 또 손절 치는데?
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
그럼 넌 지금도 일식단인
I helped
거지?
create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me
통수
this now?
치겠다는 거잖아.
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
당신과 하데스에 대해 전부
I want
말해줘.
you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed.
흥이
Right
깨졌잖아.
before my eyes.
흥이
That's when I
깨졌어.
detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
반지를 찾았다.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such
우라노스
wreckage
나오나?
before. The Grave Horde, for example.
타이탄이 나오는 거면은
But this was different.
나올 것
This
같은데.
was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
그런 거 다 까먹었어.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades with the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes,
호라이즌의 시작은 사일렌스라고 해도 과언이
I
아니네.
arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born.
사일렌스가 참여 안 한 데가 없구나.
Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more?
Besides,
느낌은 계속 흑막
I
같은
was too busy
느낌이
setting up the cult's
어렴풋이
focus network to
조금씩
Hades'
있는데
specifications. A thrilling technical challenge.
아
Especially
모르겠어.
with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
얘 계속 대답을 다
I may
해주거든.
have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed.
이렇게 지식을 많이 갈구하는 사람들은 매드 사이언티스트가 될 가능성이 높으니까 거기서 조금 이제 문제가 생기지 않을까? 결국엔 뭐 어찌 됐든 현재는 하데스나 아니 그 사일렌스나 에일로이나 똑같은 상황이네.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you.
하데스에게 적인 거잖아. 적.
Detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world.
어디서 날 봤을까?
Helis moved quickly.
내가 어렸을 때인데.
I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
지식을 위해서라면 뭐든지 하는 것인가?
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
고대인이
I've done all I can.
2060년대
From here on out, the rest
그때의 사람들.
Take my lance. Fit the master override to it.
그러니까
You have
이제
a means of injection.
타로라는 사람이
Then I just
타로
need to get
로봇을
close enough to
만들었는데
Hades'
그
skull to stab it
로봇이
in.
모든 생명체를
Oh, no problem.
다 먹어치워서
Silence.
기계로 증식을 하는
Where will you go?
그런 상황에서 이제 가이아가 만들어지고 그다음에 그로부터 350만 일인가? 한 100년? 200 아닌데 100년이 좀 더 되나? 하여튼 시간이 꽤 지났죠. 그 당시에서.
I was merely trespassing.
2060년이면은 우리 나이가 한 70대 되는 거잖아. 징그러. 첫 만남.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundam's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it. Preparations are complete. Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow.
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
복종하겠습니다. 바로 태세전환. 바로 챈된다.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
여기서 양자 영역이 나오구나.
Volume too great for transfer. How inconvenient for me. Come before me. You shall receive your reward. Very well. Fearless. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
통수의 통수구만. 업그레이드 됐다. 이제 나가는 거구만.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I
그러면은
know he'll defend the
그
city.
메리디언으로 돌아가야겠네. 이거 잡고 내려가나? 아야야! 미안해. 일로 저 잡고 내려가는 줄 알았어. 아우 불쌍해. 창 만들었지?
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the spire.
뭐지? 뭐 밧줄 잡고 못 내려가나? 아니 그럼 이런 걸 만들어 놓지 말라고. 이제 최후의 전투인가 보다. 메리디언에 다 모여 있는 거잖아. 노라족도 모여 있고, 그 다음에 이제 헬리스가 이쪽으로 침공하려고 하는 거고. 모닥불 한번 지피고.
The Osram that tried to kill our Sun King? Traitors, the whole tribe of them.
포션 좀 사자.
One of these days, I'm gonna look him in the face and tell.
돈이 없네. 판매. 팔만한 게 점화기. 그 다음에 금속 그릇, 냉각수, 렌즈. 기술에서는 없고 메인 퀘스트가 요거만 남아있는 거지 지금. 30렙이네? 요 랩이랑 내 랩이랑 비슷하네. 알맞겠다. 딱 알맞겠어, 퀘스트가.
Meridian.
야, 근무 똑바로 서! 사열 준비 잘하라고. 사열 준비. 조만간 출정할 건데. 자, 에랜드 또 같이 있겠지? 에랜드는 어디 갔어? 다시 왔어.
What brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you
지금
have
그게 중요한 게 아니야.
as long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson.
빨리 에랜드랑
I'm glad that's behind
병력 빨리
us.
내놔.
Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the rigid defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
나 때문에?
For me.
Don't be so humble.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived.
에렌드면은
They have
바뀔만
resisted
하지.
the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
믿을만한 사람이니까.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before.
비정규병이면은
The Oseram cannons that
인간인가?
thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but
근데 지상에서 대기하고 있다가 하늘에서 공격 오면 어떡해?
So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere,
위험할 것
seize
같은데.
this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
이제 마지막 전투입니다. 뭐 이런 느낌이네. 마지막 전투 맞네. 마지막 전투 전에 휴식. 양쪽 방어 지역 방문 선택하는 거고. 자, 그러면은 첨탑 준비 이 상태 확인하고 산마루 준비 상태 검토. 시찰 한번 나갔다 와야겠지? 산마루부터 갔다 오자. 어디 잘하고 있나? 전투 준비 잘하고 있지? 야, 서단장님 시찰 나왔습니다.
Tried to kill the Sun King.
Don't let your guard down.
저기 올라가야 되는 거야? 여기서 올라갈 데가 있나?
Why'd he try to kill the Sun King? What reason do Oseram need for anything that they do?
천탑을 올라가 봐야겠다. 어?
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear. No more.
아, 가는 중이구나 내가.
You're talking about orders.
아닌데? 반대로
I'm
가고
talking
있는데?
about lives.
That's what the orders are for.
이 길이 맞는 것이오. 부대 시찰 한번 하고 최후의 전투. 여기가 첨탑 가는 길. 유익한 에랜드 한번 보고 가야지. 잘 방어하고 있나? 또 술 먹고 있는 거 아니겠지?
So who are these guys?
They call themselves...
What does that mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun.
뭘 그럼 알아?
Is that supposed to sound scary?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah.
Aloy.
에랜드에 있구만.
So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's... big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
세 명 데리고.
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
귀엽네.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
그다음에 저쪽엔 이제 노라족 사람들 있나 보지? 노라족. 그렇구만.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
네, 죽지 말고 잘 버텨라. 이 소니아겠지?
It rises taller than the highest
내시랑
tree.
소냐?
These cards are in their frilled armor.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
그 다음에 산마루 샌메루 여기에는 누가 배치돼 있다 그랬지? 이제 웬만하면 다 만난 것 같은데 뭐 볼 사람들이 있나?
Take Derval. They'll give him a rap on the
Aloy.
knuckles and let him go.
I told you I'd be here.
너
You did,
전투
Ted.
안 하잖아.
But have your wounds even had time to heal?
너 재봉사잖아,
Honestly, if
재봉사.
I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts.
깃발을 찾아라.
Aloy?
거기에 이제 잡템 같은 거 넣어준다.
Did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Deb.
Maybe we can.
She didn't even hesitate. She stood between the assassin and our Sun King.
이제 위쪽? 위는 어떻게 가나?
No assassin will touch
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our
어떻게
orders are
올라가지?
clear. No more.
여긴가?
Freehold warned.
You're talking about orders.
저장 한번
I'm talking
해놓고.
about lives.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. McGuard, not the town crier.
올라가는 길이 어디야? 올라가는 게 아닌데. 바로 옆에 있었나 보네. 아니, 또 올라가래. 방금은 올라가라고 안 돼 있었는데. 허허. 됐다 이제. 뭐 누가 와도 똑같겠지.